Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all my blessed beloveds out there in video land. You're watching another lesson from Living and Thriving with Rusty, and I am Rusty. It's super exciting to be doing this every Monday night. Little 10 to 15 minute tips and tricks on how to improve your life and reorganize the way you think. And today we're going to live our life on our terms. We're going to live our life our most authentic way. So first thing, you have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, whose life is this anyway? Is this your life or is this my life? There's too much consideration minding other people's business. We're not allowing ourselves to live our most authentic life. We worry far too much about what he did, she wears, and what they drive. The question is that really good for us? We are an obsessed consumer culture on these quote-unquote reality TV shows and dramas and having to have the best car and the best this and the best that. And is that really your life, or are you vicariously living a fantasy and working too hard being something you're really not? So it's time to take a break out of this cycle. When you live life on your terms, you'll find that you will be accomplishing far more than you ever imagined. And you will accomplish things in a different way than you expected. You become more you than you were ever before. And the question is, how do I do that? And my second question is, what do you mean I'll accomplish things in a different way than I expected? Well, look at it this way. When you fixate on one particular goal, not a bad thing, not a good thing. You're just fixated on a particular goal. Sometimes you don't see all of the different ways to get to that goal. Sometimes you're just, well, I can speak for myself, completely pig-headed and do it my way instead of sitting back and going, oh, how many other ways can I accomplish this one goal? So that's what I mean when I say you're going to accomplish things in a different way than you expected, because when you sit back and become authentically you, more doors open and more possibilities unfold. You got to create a clear focus. I can't stress that enough. If you've been frequently in the habit of looking to see what other people are doing, it's time for you to shift your attention to you. Put your nose back on your face and mind your own. That's what I say. Forget keeping up with the Joneses. What are your goals for the day? What are your goals for the minute? What are your goals for the hour? What are you trying to honestly accomplish in your life, in your week, in your moment? What is the work which needs to be done by your hands? Meaning, nobody else can do this for you. You have to put in the work. You have to do it yourself. You got to pay attention to you, and that means you don't have time to worry about anybody else. And honestly, it's not worth it. It's not worth worrying about what other people think. We put way too much stock in that. And depression rates are up, and suicide rates are up, and insecurities are up, and addictions are up, and it's because everybody's worried about what other people are doing, and quite honestly, it's none of anybody's business. Weed out your friends list. I cannot stress this enough. Everyone is here for a reason, a season, or a lesson. When you're busy being worried about what other people think of you, it's so super easy to allow other people's behaviors to continue. And quite frankly, some people are toxic. When you're true to yourself, toxic situations and people are no longer welcome. So as I grew into version 2.0, and for those of you who follow me, you know that I'm really big about weeding out things that no longer serve you. And sometimes people, you outgrow them. Or recently I found a real truth, a real honesty is there's certain people I'm just not a good friend to. I'm not a good friend for. I find that when people are really needy and people are really attention seeking and drama llamas, I'm not a good friend to those people. I don't want anything to do with that. And so, you can care and send love and light and wish them the best, but it doesn't mean they have to be in your life full time, all the time, anytime. And so, you've got to weed out your friends. Some were a lesson, and some are not growing on the same path that you're growing on, and you're different people. And that's okay. Again, you love them, you wish them the best, but you move on. Now, in this process, this is the best time ever to begin to sharpen your skill set. Are you using your skills or talents? Do you even know what they are anymore? You're reinventing who you are, and you're becoming authentically you. So dig into what makes you passionate, what gets you excited. It's a great time to enhance your skill set, live in your passion, and create the life you've always wanted. When you're true to yourself, this means making frequent use of your gifts and even sharing them with the world. Oh, I can't even tell you how exciting it is to sit there and create and get excited about something and share it with other people. Ultimately, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be a community. We're supposed to be neighbors. We're supposed to be friends. And, I think in a lot of ways our species have gotten really sidetracked with the nosiness, and really sidetracked with trying to be better than the other, and it's just not working for us. So this is a great time to sharpen your skill set. It's a great time to learn a new skill, or if you've always wanted to tap dance, go tap dance. If you've always wanted to paint, go paint. If you've always wanted to learn how to grow orchids, please teach me, because I'm scared. That's a scary thing to grow. They're very, very delicate. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Oh, this is my absolute favorite of all things, I think. We go after trying to have the shiniest, brightest, biggest, most expensive thing to show off. And have you ever considered that maybe showing off isn't what we need in this world? Have you ever thought about maybe forgetting the money and go for the passion? So, do you make decisions based upon what will give you the most money? That's so easy in our consumer-driven society to fall into. It's such a trap. You're not going to be happy. I know millionaires, all like mega millionaires, that are miserable. Miserable. They have all the money in the world. They don't have to worry about any materialistic thing at all. And yet they have no friends. Their relationships are all prenuptial agreements. And yeah, and I know a ton of dirt poor people that are the happiest people and have the biggest families and the most love and the largest smiles. So money is really a trap. If you consider, sometimes we need to do things which are fulfilling over which are most financially rewarding. Your bank account might not thank you, but your innermost passionate self will, and you will live a longer life. The statistics show happy people live longer. And I can't even tell you, the money will come. If you're really passionate and excited and you jump out of bed to do what you want to do every day, the money will come. It's just not your focus anymore. Your passion is your focus. Your excitement is your focus. Being happy is your focus. Not chasing pills to, heal your upset stomach because you're so stressed out chasing the money. The money, it'll come. The passion, it'll grow. And you will become authentic. Humble is so where it's at. Dude, humbling yourself is awesome. So you did a rather amazing thing. That's so freaking cool. When you're authentic, people will notice the result of your work and appreciate it without you having to point it out. You don't need a paparazzi. You don't need to Facebook all your great accomplishments. Just know that you did it, and that's exciting, and you should really appreciate the fact that you have the ability to help others. Why go fishing for compliments? You don't need to do that anymore. They'll come just like the money. Biggest, most importantest, everest thing to think about is how you enter a room. Are you ho-hum and or do you sparkle? When you become authentically you, you're not chasing money and you're doing what makes you passionate, you actually sparkle. You shine. You're all glittery. And be who you are. Don't worry about others and embrace all of your magnificent, fantastic, glory of self. When you embrace who you really are, you will finally live the life you want on your own terms. And that, my friends, is a great place to be. So as you know, I'm a multi-book author, I'm a celiac, I'm a speaker, I'm a doTERRA consultant, and I'm a full-time mom to one of the most amazing children on the planet. Yes, I am biased, and yes, I think she's pretty awesome. We do have 2 small dogs, and I'm internationally known for sharing my story. I will continue to do my work because, well, I love it, and this is my passion, and this is where I shine, and this is where I am excited. So don't forget to tune in, hit that bell, subscribe. You know, there's plenty to learn every single day, and I hope you have a beautiful night. Thank you for listening.